Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very important and a practical video. Because in this video, I'm going to tell you how do I plan exits for stocks. So whenever I buy stocks, I buy it from two different perspectives. One will be from a long-term perspective, one will be only from a trading perspective. This video is not for the long-term perspective. This is only pure play from a trading perspective angle. Okay. Now, many a times what mistakes people do is that when they select stocks for trading, they'll do nice studies, but unfortunately they don't have proper stop losses marked, they don't have proper target prices marked, and after the stock hits a high and cools off, they feel that I wish I would have sold it earlier. So today I'm going to tell you 5 methods that I use when I decide whether this is the right time to sell the stock or not. Very important video, keep on watching till the end. Before we move on, I want to make an important announcement. I'm happy to announce a webinar on option selling strategy with discipline and structure. But who should enroll for this webinar? Any person who has basic knowledge about options. So for example, you should know some basic concepts like what is a call option, what is a put option, what is strike price, what is ITM, what is OTM, and this is for all those learners who want to learn about option selling with discipline. You can see all the webinar details on screen, and if you want to enroll for this, don't forget to use the coupon code BUDGET to avail an additional 500 rupees discount, and this is a limited period offer, so hurry and enroll. Link is there in the pinned comment and description box below. Now, I'm going to take the example of BSE, and this is an older example because we are in February 2025 right now, okay, almost a year ago. What had happened in this stock? If you can see, there was a sharp correction, and somewhere we were getting signs that, okay, is there something like a volume which is coming in this stock? Is there some interest which is reviving in this stock? So, assume this had come up on my radar, and I had drawn a nice downward sloping trend line here. Okay, yes. Now I have to check, is this a buy right away? Answer is no, because there is no breakout. I need a breakout for deciding whether I should enter this trade or not. So let us see what happens next. And on the immediate next day, you could see there was a huge candle, 17% candle, and look at the volume. Okay. So now I'm going to tell you that if we were on this day, how could a person have decided that if I were to enter this trade, what would be my target prices? Okay. So typically what we say is that whatever is the previous swing high, so possibility number one, this, and just a shade higher, if you were to just take this. So ideally this only, this is the previous swing high. So even if you don't want confusion, we can just take this, or maybe for a person who just says I just want a little bit bigger range, so this could be one more target price. Okay, so I hope you have very clearly understood target. What is target? Previous swing high, that should be the target. So in this case it comes to somewhere around 2000 to 2050 range. Simple till here. What is one more possibility? This is a fake out, not a breakout. So if this were to reverse, I will say that my entire hypothesis failed if it reverses from here and breaks this below. Okay. Now in this case, this is where my stop loss should be hit if my trend line were to break down from above. Simple till here. But if I were to keep that as a stop loss, let's check what would have been my risk reward ratio. What is my reward? Let's say I entered here, and this is my reward. This is around 12% on a higher side. And if I were to take a stop loss at this trend line breakdown, let's understand what is the percentage here. Oh ho, it is 15%. So if I were to go with a 2:1 risk reward ratio or a reward to risk ratio, this does not fit into the trade. So there is one possibility that you don't take this trade at all because it is not fitting in my reward to risk ratio. Okay. Possibility number two, a person says, instead of saying I'll not take a trade, I will adjust my stop loss. Why? Because I feel that this is a nice gap up, strong price, strong action. I don't want to just let this go. Instead, I will keep a tighter stop loss. In such cases, try to see if there is a visual stop loss level for you. So you can see here, the stock in the past had taken this as a support, went up, again taken this as a support, went up. So this is somewhere like a visual stop loss for me. And in this case, how much percentage does this fit into? This is around 6 to 7%. So it's not exactly 2:1, somewhere around 1.75 reward to 1 as a risk. Okay. Now, if I were to trail this, so I hope you have understood this. First, I check the target. Second, I check the stop loss. But if the stop loss is way below my risk reward ratio, how can I visually adjust the stop loss as well? Okay. Now, next point can be, how will I trail my position? For trailing my position, Acha, let's first see what happened after that. Let's also try and increase the speed a little bit. Let's see what happened after this. Is my stop, so acha, wait, let me pause this. Was this hit? Was my stop loss hit? Answer is no, because it should be on a closing basis. So on a closing basis, this has not been hit, but has my target been hit? Yes. Okay, now wait. Possibility number one, a person exits 50% of the position here. Because my target is hit, I'm not going to think a lot. 50% I'm going to quit right away. Possibility number two, some person may say, "Arey, bahut ho gaya, why 50%? I'll quit 100%. Typically, what I do in such cases is I quit 50% and then trail my balance position. So in this case, I may say that I go ahead with a 20 ka trailing stop loss. Okay, 20 EMA trailing stop loss. Has it still been hit? Answer is no. So let us check if this were to go ahead. Where is my stop loss being hit? Still in the trade, still in the trade, still in the trade, and pause. Now what happens? If we would have cut the trade because it closed below 20 DMA without any emotional attachment, whatever, array, आत्ताच झालंय, just it has closed below 20 DMA. I'm not going to do that. Has it closed below 20 DMA? Finish. End of the story. Okay. But what is the big advantage now? Understand. If I would have sold 100% here, I would have booked my entire profit at 2000 level. If I were to trail it with 20 EMA, at least I got almost 500, 600 rupees per share extra. Okay. So, does it make sense to do 0% exit here and do 100% exit here? Again, depends on who you are. But if you were to ask me, what do I do? Typically, in such cases, I exit 50% of the position here and 50% I would have exited here. Okay. Now, there are some people who say that, okay, Rachna, other than 20 EMA, is there any other way to do it also? So, there's something called as ATR. Okay. Now, ATR, there are multiple ways to look at it. Ideally, if you are good at coding and all, you can also overlay the ATR line based on your entry day trade. Okay. In fact, I am planning a separate webinar on how can you use AI in technical analysis, how you can use AI to code all these spine scripts and have whatever overlays on your chart that you want. We're going to do that very soon, so keep on watching for any news updates on our channel as well. But as of now, what can you do understand for ATR? Typically, what people do is from the entry point, okay, entry point ka high, whatever is the entry point ka high or close, some people also take close, minus 2 ATR. So what I've done here is I've already gone into indicator, I've overlaid an ATR, I've put the ATR here. You can look at the ATR level here. So how much is the ATR value? ATR value is 101. Okay, you can see the value here. Keep an eye here. ATR value is 101. So what is to be done? 101 into 2. That is how ATR is typically used. So 101 into 2 is what? 202. Let's round it off to 200. Okay. So 200 points from my entry candles close or entry candles high. So 200 points down from here is somewhere this level. Actually, 204 I got. So 1620 would have been my stop loss, would have been my initial stop loss. Okay. So somewhere here 1640 would have been my stop loss. Fair enough. Now in this case, I can use this as a fixed stop loss unless and until my previous high target, previous swing high target is met. Once this is met, then what I do is I can manually trail my stop loss using ATR. Now, what people do typically is that they check which are decisive candles, important candles, and same thing they'll use as a logic. So, for example, important candle can be something like a full bodied candle, at least 3-4% with good volume. Now, this is a 3-4% candle, but the volume is okayish. So, I may not consider that. Now, how big is this? This is a 6% candle with a good volume. I may consider this. So, in this case, I can say that now here ATR is 99. Like, let me again round it off to 100. So, 200 points down from here will be my stop loss. So, again, what I'll do is 200 points from the close. Some people take it as high. This would have been my stop loss, trailed stop loss. Am I still in the trade? Answer is yes. The level has not been hit till here. One more key candle is here. Key candle is of 8.5% good volumes. How much is the ATR? ATR is again 101. So 200 points down from here. So roughly this is the stop loss. Still not met, still not hit, still goes on. Now let us check this candle. Assume that this is the candle that we are talking about. And here if you see 4%, volume is okayish, not that great. But if I were to consider this, it is at 103, and from here 200 points down, 206 points precisely. In this case, the trade would have been closed off at this candle, at this candle. Okay, so based on 20 EMA, I would have closed at 2600. Based on ATR, I would have closed at 2756. If you have not understood this ATR part, if you want, you can just revise it one more time. As I mentioned, there are multiple ways to look at ATR. I'm just telling you one or two ways how people look at it. Now we are going to do a quick revision. Assume that I have entered BSC at this stage where there was another downward sloping trend line and breakout. Clean, neat and clean breakout. Okay. If you see your volumes are decent enough, not bad. But I love such setups where you can see there is a downward sloping trend line and it's almost a 30% fall in fundamentally strong stocks. Or kya chahiye, right? So very nice way to enter is what, again, these are typically for momentum or swing kind of a trading. Okay. Now in such case, if you are going to teach me how to do it now based on whatever I have taught you right now. So this would have been the entry point, correct? In such case, what could have happened? Ideally, what did I tell you? First target can be this swing high, which is the immediate previous swing high. Some people may say that, if I were to take immediate previous swing high, from this, let's check how much is the percentage target. It would come to somewhere around 9.5%. Okay, fair enough. Okay, 9.5%. This has, by the way, been hit. Okay, now if some person would have said, I want to also calculate my stop loss based on the fake out thing, it should have closed below this. So around 4%. So is there a classic risk to reward ratio also? So because if you saw, it was 9.5% as a reward versus barely 4% as a risk. So this fits into the 2:1 risk reward as well. But the question is that, should I have quit here? Maybe partial exit if some person feels I don't want to take that much risk. I am happy I got that 8%. But if you remember, I told you there is one more thing that you can use for trailing your loss, which is trailing your stop loss basically. That could be your 20 EMA. Okay. Now what about 20 EMA? At this level, has your 20 EMA been hit? Ideally, no. This is on the 20 EMA line, extremely close. So ideally, a person would not have closed the position here. And immediate next day, you got a 9% close. Here, we are still in the trade. Puda kai? Pude, I can't show you because 3 months deadline, right? SEBI has told me not to show, not told me, has told everyone that you are not allowed to show latest 3 months data if you are a proper educator. So am I. So I can't show you what happened afterwards. So what are you going to tell me? If this has been hit, we are still in the trade. Question is, has this been hit or not? Instead of that, you can also tell me, has this been hit or not? Okay, so you have to tell me in the comments, has this highest swing high 3030, has this been hit or not? You have to tell me yes or no in the comment section. Number two, if I were to trail the stop loss based on 20 EMA, what is the exit price point? So you have to tell me only 2 points. If I were to take this as my target, has this been hit? Yes or no? And second thing, you have to write me in the comments that if I were to trail my stop loss based on 20 EMA, has this been hit or not? And if you were to base your stop loss based on ATR, has that been hit or not? You have to tell me all these 3 points in the comment section below. I hope you have understood how to plan your exits properly. This will help you, especially if you have taken a position typically for trading, let's say a swing trade or a momentum trade. If you found a lot of value in today's video, please don't forget to smash the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you still haven't subscribed it. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye-bye. You might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachnaranade.com and rachnaranade.in.